Hi there guys, it's Neil here. Just going to show you the new upgrades for the 6-minute walk test app. So what I've got up here is the iPad simulator, and as you can see it's got a different layout there. So instead of the split view, I've just changed it up into a nice grid list. So you've got your male client, your female client, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, a link there to rate it, and this demo video should be in there once it's all done. Your BMI and age calculators, so they'll come up there as well, and your BMI calculator. Just show you a quick demo of that. 180, 90. Let's press calculate, and there you go. Let's reset. Done. Go back home. Excellent. So as always, let's try and do a male client, and it's his initial assessment for cardiac rehab. Let's go into that. So I've fixed up the slide transitions there. They're a lot better, a lot smoother than before. Okay, so thank you for the constructive feedback. So what we're going to do now is put in the baseline vital signs. Okay, so let's have a look here. Let's say it's 98, heart rate is 70, BP is 120 on 80, and you've still got your Borg scales here. Okay, so you've got your 0 to 10 scale and your 6 to 20 scale. And I am thinking about actually maybe adding another Borg scale here, a modified Borg scale that pulmonary rehab usually have. Okay, so other than that, let's put in a fatigue, shortness of breath, and RPE figure for those Borg scales. So let's say 1. No RPE is actually needed when you first start, so let's leave that blank. Let's say he's diabetic as well, and put his blood sugar at 8.8. Excellent. And that's your vital signs done. Let's swipe over. Okay, let's do his predicted distance. Let's say he's 180, his weight is 90, and his age is 60. Let's calculate that. Alright, let's add that to the initial assessment. So as before, you can, as long as you follow the flow here, you fill it out, press calculate, and then you can add to either the initial assessment or the exit assessment. And this also takes you to the age calculator and the BMI calculator as well. Alright, so that'll do. And you've also got your Jenkins formula as well, so you can calculate it using the Jenkins formula. And you can tell it's the Jenkins formula because the calculate button is also black, corresponding to the Jenkins formula. The on-right formula is corresponding with the blue calculator button. Alright, moving on. The stopwatch works as always. I'm going to add the sound in later and vibrations in later on your device. So on your device it should beep and it should vibrate as well. And also got your lap counter here. Okay. So I've added 2 laps there, that's fine. And this is your distance calculator, so it's going to be a lot easier now to slide between your stopwatch and your vital signs that you take during the 6-minute walk test. Alright, and your calculator. So that's, let's say, for example, it's 22. Let's calculate that, and let's say hit a partial lap of 20. Let's add that. And let's add that to the initial assessment, remembering that it is his first time. And let's move on, and let's see if we can fill these out. So I'm just going to fill these out without proper obs. I'm just going to do it nice and quick for the sake of having a short video. So put that in there. So I'm just going to put in ones in the input here for your blood pressure and your sats, just to demonstrate. Usually you put in you know, sats for the first minute, your heart rate, your blood pressure if you needed it. And you're in the 7th minute there, so just to show you that it does show up in the report at the end. I'm just going to do this as a demo just to fill in these little inputs here. Okay, so he's all recovered, and now it's time to do the post-assessment, not the post-assessment, the post-6-minute walk test, Borg scale, and everything like that. So let's say it's a 1, and a 12, and his blood sugar is now down to 8.0. Okay, let's move on there. Now, as we saw before, these were added in from your initial assessment, so your climb's distance and the predicted distance. Alright, so let's calculate that. That's 95, that's pretty good. Now, because it's the initial assessment, we don't need to worry about the exit assessment yet. And the changes between these are basically comparing the changes between your exit assessment and your initial assessment. So we don't need to worry about those, seeing as it's initial assessment. And because it's an initial assessment, we're going to do an initial report. So you're almost there, fill in the rest of the form, then submit. Okay, so usually you'd fill out the rest of the form. Okay, and as you can see, the height and the weight have already transferred over. Things like the waist and the BMI, if you did the BMI back there, it would transfer over, but I didn't fill it out. So just for example's sake, I'm going to fill in the name here. I'll just say my name, pop that down. Now that's a required field, the name of the patient. You can even put patient 1, patient 0 if you're concerned about security, confidentiality, and privacy. So I'll just put here iPad test. And then the email address, I'll just send it to my normal email address there. Okay, so those are the required fields. Pop this keyboard down, I'll press submit, and you get a little message down the bottom saying report has been compiled and will be sent to you shortly. Please check your inbox in a few minutes. Let's see if it's in here actually. It might take a few minutes. Yeah, it's not quite there yet. No, that's a different one. So I'll go into the browser and see if it's there. So I've been doing a lot of testing this afternoon, and there it is. That's the new email. So that's my 6-minute walk test report. I'm going to download that. Okay, so it's downloading. Alright, let's open it up. Alright, here we go. So as you can see here, it has transferred everything over that I had filled in. So the sent by iPad test, email is anywhere. I'll just zoom in a little if I can, doing a screencast. That's going to make my Mac go slow. So, come on. Let's go 100%. Okay, so that's a little bit better. iPad test, I put in my email, my name, the height and everything transferred over. My baseline obs transferred over, everything like that. There you go. So sends your report. That's very clinical, clean and simple. So hopefully, yeah, you guys enjoy that and enjoy the bug fixes and the improvements on the 6-minute walk test app. I really want you guys to review it. Let me know what you guys think. So enjoy.